Okay, did you guys see that? All right, a couple of kids riding on their e-moto style bikes. This is Russ, back out on the road again. Yes, I am. What are we on right now? We are on the Lectric XPeak 2.0. Yeah, I haven't taken this bike out in a while. Figured I'd do it. Yep, this thing's got some power for sure. Let's see, what do we got this set for here? We're on pedal assist level 5. Of course, I'm not really pedaling right now. I'm just kind of throttling. Yeah, we've got this set up for 20 miles per hour. Pedaled, 20 miles per hour, throttled. Let's do some pedaling here. Anyways, this is one of the bikes that I had a chance to play around with when I was out in Arizona visiting Lectric a while back. And yeah, I haven't taken it out that often. Well, we got 65 miles on this bike. That's all I've done. 65. Yep, okay, we're waiting for the guy to go. He's not gonna go, so I'm gonna go. This is the thing, it's always a standstill. Nobody knows who's supposed to go. So anyway, the only thing I did here on the handlebars here, as you see, and you can go down here, got the side view mirror here. I put a cell phone mount here. You know, if this bike sells to somebody else, I take these things off just so that you know, because I use it for future bikes. Let's move ourselves back up a little bit here. I also changed out the saddle on this one, but I again will put back the original saddle that comes with the electric bike. This one is available for anyone who might want it. Go check the russisright.com website. You'll find it there. Oh, I put a water bottle cage here. I'll take that off too. I take everything off and putting it back to the original state because I need them for future bikes that come in. But this one's a little different. This one's the one with the long range battery. So this has got a 20 amp hour battery in here. The standard ones that they sell are a shorter amount of battery. Of course, it's a smaller battery. I don't remember what they have on there. Is it 14 or 15 or something like that? This one has 20. So we got a little more range out of this. It really looks like it's going to rain. It really does. It's cooled off, and that's the reason I decided to go out. I wasn't expecting to go out today. Today's Sunday, so that you know. But I was sitting around, I said, you know, what am I gonna do? There's nothing happening. I said, well, I would like to take the bike out, but I think it's gonna rain. It hasn't rained yet. So if I get caught out in the rain, oh, well, you know, that's what happens. These bikes are rated for rain, so don't worry about that. But I don't like to be in the rain. Nobody does. Well, maybe some people do. I don't like to ride in the rain. What about you? If I have an option, I prefer not to ride in the rain. So I'm not going to go too far. I'm just going to ride around the general neighborhoods. In the event that it happens, at least then it's a little bit less of a distance to ride back. The last ride that I did, I took this... what did I do? I took the no, I didn't take the Solar Sparrow. I was going to say it again. I took the Stellar Falcon 2 out on a long ride to get to Costco and back. Yep. It's not the Costco I always go to on a daily basis. It's the second Costco I go to sometimes, the one in Mount Prospect. So the question had become, am I going to make it back? Yeah, I mean, it was fully charged, so I said, okay, that's got like a 15 amp hour battery, something like that. So I said, well, I make it there and back, and we were close. It was a close call, but I made it back. Yeah, if you saw that video, you know that I made it back. But yeah, we were down to, I think by the time I actually made it home, it was down to 16% on the battery. That's cutting it close. Yeah, you gotta know how far you can go. Had I taken this bike I probably would have been able to make it with no problem. This is it's a larger battery, like I said. And of course, if you pedal, you will make it for sure. If you throttle, you may not. And it depends on your pedal assist levels, right? Like right now, I have it on the top pedal assist level. It is on the torque sensor mode, but it's on the top pedal assist level. So if I pedal hard, I'm gonna get more motor assistance, of course. If I just casually pedal like I'm doing now, I'm averaging about 17.3 miles an hour, it says. Let's turn here. Now here's a question for you guys. It has to do with throttles. Yeah. If they take entire throttles out, would you miss it? I know I would. How about you? I use the throttle to get started, as you know. If I'm from a dead stop, I don't like the pedal to get myself started. I like to throttle up a little bit, get the bike moving, and then I'll start pedaling if I decide to pedal. And in the emergency situation where I need a little bit of boost quickly, I'll hit the throttle. Yeah. Get a drink of water here. This is a water bottle that I had when I was out in Arizona. Yeah, it's a Lectric water bottle. They gave this to me. They said, "Here, take this." Said you might need it. Ended up using like 4 water bottles. Yeah, I took other water bottles too. Those are the ones that were just like in plastic containers that, you know, you buy water, that's what you get. Took 2 of those. Took this one that I filled up. And then we ended up buying a bottle of water at I think we were at a CVS, cost an arm and a leg. But man, you know, when you need it, you need it. All right, well, should we venture out a little bit? Let's venture out a little bit. I'm gonna take a left over here, put the hand out just so that they know I will be turning. And then, let's see, okay, he's gonna let me go. He's moving forward, but he's letting me go. This is the cat and mouse game, you know. Do you go, do you not go? The thing is, if he didn't let me go, I would have to hop off the bike for sure. I can't stand still while sitting on the bike. Now, others lower their saddle so that when they hop off, they're just really still sitting on the bike. I don't do that. I need a longer extension for my pedal stroke. So again, back to the throttle. If your throttle wasn't there, would you miss it? I mean, true class 3, you wouldn't have a throttle, right? Would you miss it? I think I'd miss mine. For sure would miss mine. Let's go this way. Let's see what's down this way. We're still in the general neighborhood. I mean, it's not a... It's just that I don't normally go down this way, but hey, go around the block a couple times. It's a nice cool breeze right now. Yeah, you know, it said it was like 83 degrees. I don't think it's actually 83 right now. Not based on the coolness. I think it's just getting ready to rain. It's okay with me. I don't like being in the hot, as you know. It's got to have some coolness for me, otherwise I feel like I'm overheating. You know, recently I haven't been wearing the UV rated shirt I've always worn. Yeah, I'm getting darker. Look at that. Not so good. Too dark. I'm in general I'm dark anyway, but you know, add the sun tanning to it, even darker than that. Yeah, I always kind of felt like this bike, you lean forward a little bit. Actually, not so much. No, it's actually the way it's set up right now, I'm not leaning forward. I felt I was leaning more forward when I was out in Arizona. I was on the XPeak 2.0, what do they call it? The step over version. Yeah, it was in a different color. A dark color, I don't know what they call it. And that one, I kind of felt like I was leaning forward. I'm not really on this one. I feel actually this thing is actually coming closer to me. Why is that? I don't understand. But I mean, you lean a little bit, but not really. I'm actually pretty upright for the most part. All right, now let's do this. Let's see if we can do it. And we're gonna do it. All right, we made it. I was wondering, am I gonna fall off of this thing again or what? Same intersection, just a different positioning. No, this is actually pretty good. So why am I selling this one? Well, you know, you have to move inventory. You've got to move them on, let the other people ride it. And on top of that, other bikes coming in and just eating up space. So, yeah, I like this bike though. This is actually pretty nice. It's a class 2 bike. All right. Can we unlock this at class 3? I don't know. I don't remember. I did the review and I don't even remember. That's the thing, you know. After the reviews are done, if I haven't been taking the bike out a lot of times I won't remember. Let's go forward a little bit. Yeah, I literally won't remember. Doesn't say it can't. It's just that I have no idea. Anyways, on our streets, we're really allowed to be only on class 2, even though a lot of my bikes are actually unlocked to class 3. All right, let's take a right over here. I usually come in here to make a turnaround, as you know. Well, you might not know. If you haven't seen my channel before, you don't know. I usually come in, come around here, turn around. Make sure there's nobody around, turn around, come back out again. All right, let's see. Okay, nobody's here, let's go. Yeah, actually, when I was riding this particular bike in Arizona, we did it way early in the morning. They gave us the option. They originally said, everyone come down at around 9 or 9:30 or something like that, pick up your bikes, go out. Well, after that first day, we were on the Expedition 2.0s. We were all dying from it. I mean, we were in like, I don't know, what was it, 103 degree weather? I mean, it was ridiculous, 103, 104. So after they saw how bad everyone was when they came back, because we were all dying, they said, okay, let's open it up to like 7 or 7:30, something like that. Let the guys out earlier if they want to. Hey, I jumped on that. I jumped on that quick. I says, oh, early morning, I'm doing it. I don't care how early it is. If it's gonna break the weather, I'm doing it. Then I rode around. I didn't know where I was going. I was going down one street. It really looked like I was going onto the highway. I turned the bike around and was going the opposite direction to get back off of that thing. I don't know if it truly went to the highway or it didn't, but it sure really looked like it was an entrance to the highway. Nothing said that it was. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I don't know their area. That's the problem when you don't know where you're going, you know. All right, we're gonna have to hop off. We'll let these guys go through first. All right. We're gonna go. Too many other cars showed up. I was gonna just let all the cars go through first, but nope, other cars showed up, so it took a turn. So yeah, it was an interesting time. It was a fun time to meet everybody out there. You get to meet other YouTubers that you've seen. Some of the guys knew who I was. Some people never heard of me before. Some of the guys I never heard of before either. So I can't really say that was a bad thing, right? I didn't know everybody. I knew a number of them, but not everybody. All right, let's stop here. All right, since they're barely moving, I cannot stay teeter-tottering. I decided to make the right turn. And we're just going around in circles anyways. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, it was an interesting trip. I still think fondly about it. And would I go out again? Yeah, if they asked me to come out again, I would go out again. I don't know if they ever will. I was kind of a pain to deal with because I had to be driven everywhere. Yeah, somebody's smoking marijuana. I could smell it. Oh man, I could smell it big time. Who's smoking, man? Oh man, it's all over the place here. Who is smoking this up? I don't want to smell that. We got to get away from this area. Let's go this way. Let's talk about marijuana. Yeah, I can still smell it. Is somebody down this way? I could really smell it. I don't know. Let's talk about marijuana. Yeah, every crime lab I've ever worked in smelled like marijuana, but it didn't smell like burning marijuana. It smelled like raw marijuana, right? Freshly harvested. I told the story once before. I was working at the Chula Vista Police Department. Came in one day, went to the crime lab. I go, this whole place reeks. What's up with all the smell? And they said, go into the garage and take a look. So I went into the police garage, and man, 600 pounds of marijuana. I go, where'd all this stuff show up from? He says, somebody had it inside in a storage locker. Tip came around that something smelling kind of funny, you know. No one's smoking it, but you can still smell it. It still smells like weed, right? So yeah, they did the raid, and sure enough, 600 pounds of marijuana. They had to bring it somewhere, so it comes back to the police department. They had nowhere to put it. We don't have space in the crime lab to put that much stuff. And so it stayed in the garage of the police department. It smelled up the whole place. Yep, it did. I've always said I've had my hands on more illegal drugs than drug dealers. No, sometimes you get the stuff will come in, you got to do fingerprint work on the evidence that comes in. So yeah, I've had my hands on a lot of drugs. A lot of illegal drugs. Well, they bring it in, you know, somebody's got to process it. We process it for prints. Yeah, the bags and whatever else it was sitting in, looking for fingerprints. Yep. Dusting for prints. I got really good at dusting for prints. Not everything's DNA. You know, everyone talks about DNA, right? Not everything's DNA anymore. You know, sometimes you still have to do the good old fingerprint. Okay, I think that person should have waited for me. She barely stopped either. You see that rolling stop? All right. So, what else is interesting news to tell you guys? Yeah, not a whole lot of interesting things to tell you guys. Really, there isn't. This was a spur of the moment ride. Riding around different neighborhoods. Spur of the moment. Yeah, let's take a left over here. Take a left. Hang out over here. Go down this way. Yeah, it doesn't smell like marijuana over here. Something's up on that side, man. Somebody was doing something. The thing is, nowadays you can smoke marijuana in the privacy of your own home. Man, that thing smelled that much all over the place. They might have some type of marijuana party going on or something. Nope, no thank you. All right. People have commented before, is you know, your area doesn't seem to have a lot of infrastructure for bikes. No, that's true. But then again, I'm in residential areas too, most of the time. So why would they have anything? This is like, I call them side streets, residential side streets. They're not gonna have anything. But even on the main roads, you'll see the best we'll have out in this area is some type of marking. We'll have some type of marking on the on the road that shows like a bike, just to let the people know that this is a shared area, shared path, so that they know that bikes will be on the road along with them. Yeah, I don't know whether they really know that much about it or not, but in general, the cars do watch out for the bike riders in this area. Can't say that for every area, but this area does. I know, I can tell. Others have said that they really like the area because it seems very quiet and peaceful. Well, yeah, it's a side street, you know. This being a Sunday too, people are either out doing things or they're inside their homes. They're not out and about. You go into the heart of Chicago, that might not be the case, right? There's always activities going on. But suburbs tend to be like this, yeah. Well, not all suburbs, but this suburb is. Yeah, we call them different villages. The village of this, the village of that, you know. Guy's digging a trench. What is he doing? He's probably for some type of water thing, maybe? Maybe he's he's digging a long trench. Anyways, a number of you guys said that you like just hanging out with me and seeing what I'm seeing. Yeah, I do that too. I just like to ride around and looking at neighborhoods. A lot of signs for people selling houses. People are leaving. People are leaving. People are selling their houses. Well, you know, it's the season, I guess. Let's go down this way. Let's see what's on this street. American flag, yep. People have their American flags out. A number of them are still out. Yeah. Probably put them out during Memorial Day or something and just kind of left it out there. I don't know, do you do that? Do you put the flag out on national holidays? I do it on occasion. Sometimes I forget. Sometimes it rains, I don't do it. Or it looks like it's gonna rain, then I don't do it. Okay. How about that? Do you guys do that? Do you back into your driveways, or do you pull in and back out? I pull in and back out. I don't back into my driveways. What are these guys selling? I don't know. They're doing lemonade. I usually stop for the lemonade thing. Not that I take the lemonade because I can't. You know, if you're diabetic, you want to avoid it. But I don't have anything to give the kids. Maybe I do, I don't know. Maybe I do. Well, the thing is, where they're at, they're not in a real good position. If you were like on a street corner, you'd have more positioning, right? They're probably in front of their house or something. I don't know, I remember lemonade stands. I used to do that when I was a kid. Let me know if you've done a lemonade stand when you were younger. Maybe you still do. No, let's assume if you still do, you're doing it for your grandkids or something. All right, where are we? Let's turn this way. Yeah, we're just we're hitting everything. Going all over the place. FedEx, our favorite delivery guys. Oh, I know that guy. I saw the driver. I know that guy. That was one of the guys that wanted me to give him my driver's license, and he wanted to scan it, and I refused to scan it, and he got all upset. Hey, you know, their policy says you don't have to give them that for them to scan. If you refuse, then all they have to do is write down your birth date and have you sign for it. They have to see it. So that's what I did. I said, here's my birth date, and I signed for it. But at that time, when they implemented that policy for FedEx, it was still new, and he said, oh, I got to do it. I said, no, you don't. I even showed him the policy. I said, here's your own website. Tells me that all I have to do is show it to you. I don't have to have you scan it. I got to scan it. I go, no, you don't. Then he got mad. Hey, if you don't know your own policies, that's not my fault. That's not my fault then, is it? Oh well. Hey, anyways, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. I'll talk to you guys next time.